This is an HYS 1-inch aluminum ball mount for handheld transceivers, walkie-talkie style radios. So I was sent this to review for free. If you wanted to purchase it, it would cost you about $16. They haven't paid me for this review, and my opinion remains my own. Alright, so included in the package, you have a little wrench and this aluminum ball. And you also have this guy here, which is a composite plastic material. It has look like a brass insert there. And this is for holding your radio. So it has an elastic strap here that can go across and hook right like that, and then you can pop it out again. It also has a slot in the back suitable for putting like a belt clip through. So I'm going to try it with a couple of Baofeng radios. There's my K6 here, which has the belt strap thing attached there. You can see that guy mostly latches in place there. It wiggles up and down a little bit, and you know, so if you were to take this guy and go across there, you know. So, you know, once you put that elastic strap on, it holds it just fine. There's a very slight wiggle back and forth. The strap, you know, kind of goes across these buttons, but you can arrange it such that it's going between the buttons there. It kind of covers up a couple buttons here, but the push to talk is right up there. So this is a 5RH Pro. I don't have the belt clip attached to it, so I would just be using this radio, you know, with this elastic strap. There's nothing here that catches it without that belt clip, and so I would have to count on this elastic to hold it in place. And this radio is a little bit thicker, and you know, it's not going anywhere as long as that elastic is held in there. So it looks like a pretty good universal mount to hold various, you know, handheld transceiver, walkie-talkie style radios. This guy here screws in like that by hand, and they have a jam nut here. So basically you can put that in place and then take this wrench and tighten that nut down to keep it from unscrewing much on its own. Really, I think just by hand it's going to be pretty good there. So they call this a 1-inch ball. And I'm getting like 0.98 there, so they also say it's a 25 millimeter. So I think it might actually be closer to 25 millimeters than 1 inch, but it's, you know, very close there to the 1-inch ball. I'm sure, you know, any universal 1-inch ball grabber would work with that. They also include some optional stick-on foam pads here, which I'm assuming are designed to go in the side pieces here. So if you have a radio that's not as wide as the unit entirely here, you could put one or both of these pieces of foam padding in there to kind of make it a little bit larger, to grip your radio a little more.